Hi YouTube. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay. I wasn't even going to talk about the queer community, but Lionel Nation, you live in New York City. Not everybody lives in New York City. I don't go to the burlesque. I'd like to see some Broadway shows, but ooh, I have a dot on me. Excuse me a sec. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, it will just have to be there. Well, anyway, um, life is different throughout the United States. It's not as prevalent as what a lot of people would want others to believe. And a lot of us traditional family type people, okay, you have your friends and they're your friends, all right. So do I, and not all of us want our children being told by other people that there's nothing wrong with it when we believe in the laws of God. And yes, there are 3 separate parts in the scriptures that state it. But, I don't care. Make your excuses for your friends. Just don't expect, because I have a different, and it's more than an opinion. I've told you the health ramifications. I have other lawyers besides you. I don't know if you watch me, but I have attorney friends. Hi, Kay, and his wife is a doctor. When I'm talking about medical ramifications of things that could hurt people or spiritual warfare that's going on, I don't care about anybody else's opinion. I just care about what it's going to teach the next generation. It has nothing to do with me or you or your friends or my friends for that matter. So I got a new Russian word for the day. Okay, Zen. Okay, wait. Oh, just a minute. Okay, Zadneprivodniye. I hope I said that right. That means rear drive people. That just floored me. Thanks, Kay. I'm brushing up on my Russian for when you guys come and invade us so I can talk to you. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So, no, I'm not kidding. I would like to learn. I'm pretty good at least reading Southern German dialect. The Northern's a little rough for me and a little too guttural, if you know what I mean. It's um, more closely related to your language in some respects, although so is like the pole side, or so I understand the difference. But I got a really nice note from Kay and his wife, Irina. Hi, Irina. Love to you, lady. Thank you so much for listening to me, both of you. I got a nice note. Barb is the safest wife and fighting girlfriend, as we are usually say about our wives. Now, keep in mind, this is a man that is learning English and has studied it for 16 years, so I'm humbled. As I see, am my Arena too. With such women as Arena and Barb, we may keep calm for our future. That's really, really sweet. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. I'm seriously, to have friends that love like we do, you know, that's a big deal. Hugs, you guys. And Mavolia. Oh, I'm saying her name wrong. Hi, little girl. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. So to get back to what I was talking about, as Doug was calling them, rear wheel drive people, the spiritual warfare is real. And I don't care who tries to convince somebody that they're passive. when it's doing damage and you don't see the damage, I can't help you. I'm done even trying. I'm not going to argue about it, but I'm not going to shut up about it either. And it was brought up. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't even going to bring it up. But through the grace of God, a Russian friend sends the word for that meaning in their country. And it's like, you know what? This to me is some kind of sign that maybe perhaps I should speak on it a little more for people if you didn't get it the first time, that it's a spiritual warfare and a health issue and an emotional health issue that harms other people by way of example. I hope you get that. Yeah, anyway. Lionel, come on. Who's more important, your friends or your soul? Or the soul of a child you might destroy? Well, certainly not your friend. And I must not be. Are you making me your enemy? I'm not going on my own laws, and I'm going on true science, not something that's pushed by a Fruit Loop. Hey, say what you will. It has nothing to do with hating anybody. I wouldn't harm anybody. I'm stopping people from being harmed in areas that other people can't see quite clear what's really going on. Or you're a part of it, and in that case, I will etherically smash your fucking ass. Your world will fall apart, and no amount of money or protection will save you. That's not a threat. Keep that in mind. Love or war, all is fair in love and war, right? Well, anyway, no, all is fair in love. What is real love? That's for you to decide. Let me see if I can say that word again. Rear end people. That just kills me. Okay. Zadneprivodniye. I do believe I got it. By Jove, I think I caught it. Maybe. That was more Scottish, wasn't it? So, yeah, I got some of that in me too. I'm a mutt. I told him I got Czech in me, so kind of close to, and Danish and German and English and Irish and Scotch Irish and blah blah blah, on and on. So many different bloodlines. So, yeah, pretty soon everybody's gonna be what we call a Heinz 57, except for the Dark Cabal. They keep it all in the family. Well, you can tell where the sickness lies and who they are by their fruits of their labor. Like that little high C I put on that note for you. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I wasn't even going to discuss it. But other people just keep on discussing it. Like by talking about it, it's like wrestling with God. Just because you think you can wrestle with God doesn't mean you're going to win. It means you're pretty stupid to even do that. Instead of really investigating the science and the dangers of it all and the spiritual warfare for everybody, you'll persist for your own selfish reasons. I'm not making any money, and I don't care. You could believe what you want. I can pretty much. It's not that I can't that I don't have to work for anything, but there's always God always makes a way for me, so I don't worry about that type of thing. And I'm sure other people probably will. You have an image to maintain for people so they can, um, what's the word? Praise your image, kind of idolizing. But whatever, no amount of talking sometimes is going to make somebody with that doesn't use Q-tips and don't wash their eyes out see and hear things that they should be seeing and hearing. And yeah, I know a lot of people are against Q-tips. Well, you don't push it into the brain. You just wipe around in the area in the inner part of the, not the inner part, unless you're whatever, if you don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to hurt myself. I can feel when too far is too far. I guess people are kind of like Q-tips, aren't they? Or they treat life like a Q-tip. Sometimes they just don't know when too far is too far. To me, that's more like an anal probe, and all this science that this establishment has been pushing on people is like that giant Q-tip they want to shove up your face to see if you have their fake disease. And most assuredly you do, because we have the shedders out there, Excuse me. So, yeah, shit. I do have more patience, but none with people that will influence children and think nothing of it. You know that saying in the scriptures? It's better to have a millstone tied around your neck and be thrown into the sea than it is to lead one child away from the Word of God. Now, I've told you about the science and the health ramifications. I've told you about the spirituality with the missionary position and marriage and the sacredness of it all. And the true transference of demons and DNA and the whole thing that's real that you're ignoring. And I'm not going to let it go by. I guarantee you that. And next time something bad happens to you, you better ask yourself what's next. Because I see something and I'm telling you to stop it. You don't have to deny your friends. What kind of jerk do you think I am? Influence your friends in a better way. Teach them about the health and the spirituality. And when they look at you with their stupid smiles and insist that they're happy, pretending they're God, you just remember my words, y'all are teaching the younger generation the wrong way. And you can smile yourself all the way out of the flesh that you'll never be a part of again. So you can think that you're here and it's no big deal. You aren't going to have a body next time around. So, I don't care about ones like you. I do not care. I'm not talking to you then because you're stupid like that. As intelligent as a person could be, not to listen to the laws of God that are written on one's own heart and keep playing in your clown world. Keep pretending it's not a big deal. You've never had your baby anally raped, have you? And you don't fucking care. What happens to those children, do you? Or a woman that would come on to a little girl. You fucking people just don't care how you look at a little person, do you? And I don't give a fuck what you did in college. Oh, I only touched his penis a little bit, so I'm not gay. I hope I made my point. Cheers, everybody. It's a big deal. What if it's you next time that gets raped in your cradle? You okay with that? Oh, that's right. You won't have flesh. Why don't you ask your gay friend what happened to them when they were little? Or what kind of drugs they were on when they first started experimenting with the same sex? Because it's regressed. It's a fact. Sugarcoat it all you want. It'll go away on this planet someday, mark my words. You can say, well, it's been here since the beginning of time, and I once again tell you that that's the reason for time, for the day of judgment is upon you. You're not waiting for it anymore. It's here and it's looking you in the eyes. Better get a grip. You just don't get it, do you? With your fallen ass. Wake up. Last Chance Hotel. And this is where I say, buddy. And that's how it sounds, by the way. To me, a bud is something you pick off a plant and dry and smoke so you can get high off it. It's kind of like Satan. he smokes your ass, you know. I know. Some of you don't believe in Christ or Satan or even know that they're connected, that Christ is the angry Satan that you bring out in the Christ blood and put upon yourself. Oh, yeah, there's a Satan. He's the father of lies. You should know him well. Lie, something that's adverse to the truth. Woman, me no gay, me woman. Can you define one? What's a man? Well, it just doesn't look like me. Not identical. Could be like a mirror image type of thing, but it's certainly not the same. I mean, kind of. When you put a man and a woman together, you can see the physical difference where a woman's body will like be almost shadowed by the man, you know. They're really not the same in any extent. Our hearts. But some people actually believe that those that are posing as mentally, criminally insane aren't demons pretending to be sweet little things that are causing harm to children. I don't give a what you adults do. I really don't. I don't. Stop saying that that matters. That isn't what matters. You don't matter. I don't matter. The children matter. And you're leaving them, unless it's like some of the gays in, I'm sure you approve of same sex adoption, don't you? That's a whole nother subject, isn't it? And then do we want to talk about surrogate mothers and the rest of the fucking crazy bullshit? How about if you don't have a child, maybe you weren't meant to have one? Do you ever think of that? How can you propose thoughts for the whole world and be sound in that judgment? Because that's what you're doing by saying there's nothing wrong with something that is obviously regressed. It's not progression to go backwards. It's kind of like there's rear wheel drives or rear end drivers, but the wheel's missing. You don't believe the spirituality, you don't believe in the sanctity, and you don't believe in the physical ramifications, and you're persisting with your selfish ways. What does that tell me? I think some of my friends on here could probably clearly tell me what it tells you. I think we kind of got the picture. They don't care about our offsprings being raised the way we want them to be raised. They want us to join Clown World. Sorry for you. This is not your world, clowns. I will make an impact. I know it for a fact. Just by me speaking how I'm speaking. And don't make it about hate. Then you're making it personal between me and you, not a whole group of people. So do whatever the fuck you want in that area. I'm a warrior, and I'm the best one on the planet. So I don't care what you think. I do care what you say. I do care what other people hear. Before you swear you're going to say, oh, get the little ears out of the room, but you don't have no problem saying, well, and there's nothing wrong with it. Or I even heard something, the dumbest goddamn thing I've fucking heard for decades. And I mean goddamn these words, that World War II was the only war that was legitimate. Are you fucking crazy that you don't know the history? Okay, England supporter, hidden Israel, dark Kabbalist, Khazarian, whatever. Yeah, you're crazy. There's no excuse for any war. Stop making your goddamn excuses. Stop telling the next generation that something was justified when something isn't. Yeah, it's okay. We'll make an excuse for that death or those murders. You're out of your mind. Better get it together. Whose side are you on? It's one or the other. You don't bring your gun into the temple, so to speak. Right? Yes or no? Answer the fucking question. Boy. Really. Because, too, when I read somebody's posts like, try and follow along, yeah, you try and follow along too, bucko, if you can. I don't know if I even said a prayer that you would. I might try that today. Hey, how about this as a novel idea? How about you pray about it? Yeah, I think that's what I was getting at the whole time here. I think it's time for you to sit down and have a talk with God, the one that you're so distant from and try and shy away from. And the divine feminine spirit, the Holy Ghost, by the way, is female. Yeah. Who sacrifices, huh? To put you here. You think about it. And who would have the right to be angry if her offsprings were being harmed from regressed, stupefied, hypnotized? I won't call you brain dead, soul dead. Are you soulless? Or do you take solace in the comfort of your queer friends over the God within your own heart that is convicting you on a daily basis? Convicts us all. If you weren't thinking stupid, you wouldn't have to try and defend it. I didn't bring this shit up. And I wasn't going to. I think it's time to put your rear wheel drive in 4x. Get that running gear going the way it's supposed to go. All-wheel drive, like all the axles are engaged. You know, I think it's a pretty important thing. So I'm trying one more time. But the best advice I could give you is ask the Father, the one that you ignore. Start asking Him for guidance. Or listen to me, somebody who's actually trying to guide you without getting too angry from your, as you would like to say, like I'll use a different word than you will use, infantile, compared to what God tells us to do. Come on now. You know that I have many skills that are God given that you don't possess. Now, come on. Let's be real here. Stop playing. Because one well placed word out of a layman will sound more intelligent out of somebody that knows the whole dictionary, right? You know that's true. That could be a more valuable person in God's eyes. I'm just saying, it could be, you know. Sometimes all the words in the world don't matter, though, in the day of judgment, the day the men's hearts will fail them. Well, every knee shall bow, though. Is your heart failing you? I think it fails other people first, and then it fails you. Just observation on the whole situation. Anyway, I think that's about it. That's nothing I can do to make somebody's twisted aspect of what true biology is and what's good for the health of mankind with the truth versus what not brought down Sodom and Gomorrah, brought the fallen angels into the flesh to trap them So they couldn't just do what they wanted to do for eternity to the innocent. And that's exactly what's going on. It's a fact. I know you can feel it. I think it's hilarious, actually. I do. Am I laughing at you? Oh, yeah, some days I cry, but today I'm kind of laughy about it. I'm not mad yet. There's an old saying my dad told me. Only dogs get mad, people get angry. That's true. Very true. I've been mad before. It's not a good feeling, and I don't ever want to go there. My anger I can control into constructive words and try and talk the situation out before it becomes maddening. And you'll be taking God there. I know a place, ain't nobody laughing, or what is that? Ain't no smiling faces, lying to the races. Oh, you're doing more than that. I'll take you there. Anyway. All right, everybody. I love you. Have a really beautiful night or day wherever you're at. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Oops, I went to push my push thing and I'm on a different thing. I'll talk to you soon.